It's rich. Oh my gosh. That looks so good.
Rutabaga, broccoli, green beans, stir-fry sauce in the kitchen. Baste it, bake it, boil it over deep fried sauce in the kitchen. Chop it, dice it, boil it in a broth sauce in the kitchen. Saute, souffle, simmer it in sauce sauce in the kitchen. Rutabaga, broccoli, green beans, stir-fry sauce in the kitchen.
Hello, I'm Chef Scott. Welcome to Sacks in the Kitchen, and this is the Beef Stroganoff episode. Beef Stroganoff in America has been one of the most cursed foods ever, in my opinion, and the opinions of those that I love. Traditionally, it's made with sour cream to give it this sour. It's just heavy, and it's just an awful, awful dish. In the early 80s, two women who owned the City Restaurant in Los Angeles, critically acclaimed, published their cookbook, the City Restaurant Cookbook. You can still find old copies on Amazon. And they presented their version, which is so much better. First of all, you can use a big chunk of tenderloin of beef. I just bought filet mignon for this. And you want to trim off any of the silver that you see to begin with. A lot more palatable to eat. Let's get rid of this. There's a little bit more there. So that's step one. The rest of this takes place at the stove. So follow me. So I'm taking my filet mignon, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to flatten it a little bit with the heel of my hand. Next, we're going to make the sauce. The sauce is the secret. I mean, cooking filet mignon is easy. It's a hard steak to screw up. We're going to take a pan, we're going to heat it, and we're going to put in a tablespoon of butter to melt. We have our 2.5 cups of sliced mushroom caps. I'm not using the stems. The texture just is too much, I believe, for this. But put in the caps, chop up the stems for something else, please. Butter, melted. Put in 2.5 cups of those mushroom stems. We're going to just saute them for a couple minutes till they get nice and soft. Let's add a little bit of pepper and salt. Remember, you don't want to salt your meat too much, and you don't want to add too much pepper and salt in with your mushrooms, because we're going to be adding dill pickles. We are going to be using dill pickles and pickle juice instead of sour cream. I can't tell you how much I hate the original beef stroganoff. You can still get it the old-fashioned way, frozen dinners in your supermarket, I'm pretty sure. So let's get these mushrooms done, and then we're going to add in the pickles and the pickle juice. The mushrooms are ready, so we're going to add 1.5 cups of julienned dill pickles. I suggest you just use your favorite brand of dill pickles since you already like the flavor there. Add the pickles, and we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of the pickle juice. And we now have to give it a couple minutes because the pickle juice has to reduce. The pickle juice has reduced, and now we're going to add in 2 cups of heavy cream, and we're going to let it cook until it reduces by half, and we're going to be done. It is an amazing sauce. I would also put it on chicken. I would put it on meatballs. It's really great though on filet mignon, of course, and that would make it a beef stroganoff. While the sauce is reducing, I'm going to cook the filet mignon. A little bit of salt and pepper. Like I said, not too much salt because we have the salty pickle juice and the pickles. We're heating up this pan. As soon as the pan gets really nice and hot, add in a couple tablespoons of oil. There's enough sauce. You're making to and have extra sauce. Give it a moment. You can see this is cooking very nicely. Put it in. You can hear that slight sizzle. Might as well put in the extra little piece too. And you cook this the way you like to cook it. Hopefully you don't want it well done, or medium well, or even medium. Perhaps you want it medium rare, or even rare. Then I would talk to you. Let it cook. Reduce. That's what we're doing. Reducing and cooking. Turning the meat over. And really remember, filet mignon cooks very fast. You don't have to overdo it. This is getting there. It's going to still take another couple minutes, which is fine because even after the meat comes off, you want the meat to sit for a couple minutes before you serve it. Traditionally, beef stroganoff is served with egg noodles, old egg noodles or fettuccine, and I have egg noodles that I have cooked off. So we will plate it up that way, and then we're going to taste it. Meat off. It's almost there. I can feel how thick this is. Traditionally, cream sauces, you take butter and flour, you mix it together, you add in milk or cream, and you get your cream sauce, and it's always very heavy. Reducing cream is really the best way to make a cream sauce, no matter what flavor you want. I see where it's just there. Let's let it cook for a moment, and let's head over to the noodles. You can actually just, if it's individually plated, you can just put like a piece of meat on somebody's noodles, or of course, you can go ahead and slice it and put it on top. I mean, that way you can see the beautiful, in my case, very rare cooking. Let's look at this one here. This one is a little less rare. It was a thinner piece by the time I got done pounding it. Our sauce is reduced. It's rich. Oh my gosh. That looks so good. As I said, it's for you could easily serve 4 people, maybe even 6 with all this sauce. Stroganoff with dill pickles. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, that's a big piece. Let's go for it. You could do this. I did it. Thank you again to the City Restaurant and their great recipes. And thanks for joining Sax in the Kitchen. I'm Chef Scott, and thank you so much for watching this week's video. Please subscribe. The button is right there, and I'll see you soon.